hot as fuck. But got some very, very good news. I've been stress cleaning. There we go. I just finished. Stress cleaning in a good way though, because, all right, so a couple days ago, I was like taking a nap, right? I was literally about to take a nap, and I was like, maybe I'll just try and stay awake and see what happens. And not 5 minutes after that happened, I got a rejection email from the gym job. And I was like, oh, kind of deflating energy. And the guy who interviewed me for the second interview gave me a call a couple minutes later and was like, hey, so I hit a button by accident and rejected everybody, and I would love to give you this job. And I was just like, yeah, like, let's do that. And there was another, we had that energy echoing lately. When things are in their darkest hour, Spirit wants to see how you're going to react, how you're going to respond. And when you manage that in a balanced, healthy way, sometimes shit just works out. So that has been on my mind for a couple days. In addition to some other very amazing things that have been happening. The stuff I haven't been able to talk about yet. Because maybe it's just not time yet. But this is something I can talk about now. So after I got that phone call, he said he was going to give me a call back the next day, yesterday, and we were going to work out a schedule. And he'd send me the offer letter and blah, 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 blah. And I waited on pins and needles all day, and I was like, okay, any minute now. And it just never came. And even though I didn't have any reason to feel anxious or anything like that, I was like, well, should I reach out? And my sister was like, maybe you should. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. He's probably busy. And there was that part of me that was like, well, maybe I just won't bother him. But then I remembered that the whole reason that I got this interview process going in the first place was because I got rejected for whatever clerical reasons. And I called this guy at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's the whole reason I got back in the process. So I was like, all right, so 8 o'clock p.m., maybe 8s are important. I shot him an email yesterday night. And I was like, hey, so I've got this other job happening, but I don't have a schedule for them quite yet. So if we have a start date, then I can at least notify them and give them notice and blah, blah, blah. And we can figure out what needs to happen here. And so today he talked to his training supervisor or whoever the person was about potential start dates and scheduling and what shifts I would be taking and blah, blah, blah. And then he just sent me the offer letter. So I accepted. It's done. My start date is the 28th, and I'm so fucking excited. And once again, that energy of not giving up, no matter what it looks like, because I get a false rejection here too. What are the odds that Spirit would test you in the same regard more than once in such a short amount of time, right? But when you handle your emotions, and you know that no matter what happens, you're not going to give up, and you're emotionally detached enough while still being invested and being like, yes, I want this. But if it doesn't work out, I'll keep going. I'll figure it out. I will find something that is right for me. And then Spirit's like, here you go. We didn't picture things happening any particular way. And the manifestation just aligned. The how appeared. It literally presented itself. So, my next steps are to finish this week at the retail merchandising place. I got 2 new locations doing the same setups that I've already been doing next week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then after that, I'll be starting at the gym. Whew. I'm so excited. And you know, people that have known me since I was a kid were like praying for me to get this job. And I won't turn down anybody's help, you know what I mean? Spirit, God, the universe, magic, manifestation. It's all the same thing. Your particular belief system that you hold close to yourself has 100 parallels. There's a different word for every single person's toolbox. But they all lead the same place. They all include doing the same work, as long as you're taking the appropriate messages from whatever that toolbox is. But it doesn't matter what you believe in. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is in your life. And Keys of Wisdom had a message about that this morning, about not identifying with the wounds. And I watched that video. After I saw her message, I watched that video that I posted yesterday again. I thought about that, you know, not identifying with those wounds. And it reminded me of what Miss Jackson said last year about things being painful and not wanting to consider it as part of your timeline. But the difference is, it still was you. It's still part of your story. It happened in a different dimension. It's not who you are anymore. You don't need to say, this is who I am, because it's not who you are anymore. It's part of your past, part of your journey. And without those pieces of our journey, we wouldn't have context. The only reason that the average person's story can matter is because you can see where they started, and you can see where Spirit took them, and all the growth that happened and the people that were involved along the way. Sometimes you need a before and after, but they were both right in their own way. You are not that person anymore. You're so much more. You've healed things. You've transformed. You've tempered yourself. You've sharpened some edges while you softened others. I'm not really sure how we're supposed to end this one. Financial new beginning? Maybe it's not an ending at all. Maybe this is just the next brick in the staircase, the next step on the path. The end of a chapter while the next one begins. I'm so excited for what happens next, guys. Always have faith in where Spirit's leading you and the people that you're crossing paths with in any given moment. It's important. The ripple leads to our highest timeline. Ripple. Blue butterflies. So, once again, let's hold some space, some time for gratitude for the people that sent positive thoughts our way, for us learning those lessons and not giving up hope, for others taking a leap on us, for everything Spirit has given us.